Welcome everyone. So today we'll be making quick and easy soap. Only 4 ingredients in this soap. Usually I make them with 3 ingredients because we want to go as natural as possible. So that's why I start making my own soap. And today we're using activated charcoal, lye, oil, and water. That's the only thing you need for your soap: lye, water, and oil or fat. So I'm adding charcoal. So today recipe is I'm using lye. I'm using 2.7 ounces of lye, 20 ounces of palm oil, 6.5 ounces of water. So that's today's ingredients or recipe. So a charcoal go far away. So the activated charcoal, I'm just using a teaspoonful of charcoal, and it is, guys, do your own research on soap making. And guys, before you touch any of these products, please remember your PPE. You need a goggles, you need which is a face mask or face shield, you need gloves and long sleeve shirt, just in case it splash or anything. So we want to always be safe and make sure everything is in place. So what I do, I add the lye to the water. So it's never the other way around. Add the lye. So I add my lye to the water and I mix that in, mixing the oil, mixing the lye and the water until it's totally dissolve. After that, it's gonna get extremely hot, so we're gonna have that cool down to a temperature of 100 degrees. So what I usually do, I normally give it an ice bath. I have a container with ice that I put in the bottom and just dip the container in, put the container in for it to cool down faster. Or if you have time, you can always wait on it. So after you get your lye mixture cooled down to 100 degrees, my oil, I'm using palm oil. So I put that on the stove and I heat it up to get all my fat melted. After that, I get my oil back down to 80 degrees. So I'm doing a 20 difference. So I'm doing 80, 100. So I get my oil to 80 degrees and my lye mixture 100 degrees. So when it cooled down to 80, 100, I add the lye mixture to the oil. So you add your lye mixture to the oil and just keep mixing. A lot of people use stick blender. I haven't come across a stick blender as yet, so I'm using this spatula and it worked perfectly. And this video, I did not edit it much, so the same amount of time you see on this video, 9 minutes, that's how long it takes to make my soap, just by me mixing it with a spatula and not using a stick blender. So I just go ahead and mix it until it come to a trace. If you guys see, it's tracing slowly. You can tell it's tracing. So the oil's mixing in with the lye and everything. And I actually like the activated charcoal. It mixed in really, really well, really smooth. A little bit better than turmeric. I use turmeric all the time, make the turmeric soap. But this mixing in really well. It's getting, and if you see that, you notice it's coming to a complete trace and it's getting thicker. After that, I'm gonna add it to the mold. I'm using these mold. I bought them on Amazon. I think they were like $13 to 2 packs. So that wasn't bad. It have a great design. So I like using these mold, and these are silicone mold. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and with this ingredients, or with this recipe, it gives me 8 bars of soap. Usually when I'm making soap, I usually do a big batch where I use 40 ounces of oil, 13 ounces of water and 5.4 ounces of lye. That's what I usually do. All my batches, I usually do just a big batch, so I have a lot of soap and I can share with friends and family. But this time I decided to make a smaller batch because in the past, my last batch of soap, I did a big batch and it was a fail. It was a fail. I didn't get it to trace much, so it was cracking. And I'm gonna show you in later on in the video. I'll show you some of those soap. So soap making is trial and error. The more you make it, the better you become at it. So just don't worry if you do a batch and it fail. Nevertheless, just keep at it and keep doing it and keep improving, because nothing is ever going to be perfect. I did a batch before and it was lye heavy because I had too much lye, because it wasn't tracing, and then I had another measurement of lye to my soap, and that was a big mistake. It was too harsh. That one was lye heavy. I used it on my skin and I can feel it burn me, so I used that one to make a laundry detergent and also dishwashing liquid. So I'm making my own dishwashing liquid, my own laundry detergent. So after putting them in the mold, I put them in the mold for 24 hours. After 24 hours, this is what they look like. So you can make them go for longer. Sometimes I let them go for longer if it's kind of hard to get out the mold. So these are the finishing product. These are the ones that I made before. Those are some other ones that are not a first batch that I made before. But these last batch that I just did with the activated charcoal, they are perfect. I can't wait for them to cure. Usually we leave them for 3 weeks to 30 days for curing, and after 3 weeks they're good to use. So you just have to make the lye cure and everything cure, so it is safe to use after 3 weeks to 30 days. But as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. God bless you all, and keep improving. Try and go as natural as you possibly can for you and your family. If you can do that, you're doing your family a favor. So as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video. And you guys know it's all about health, wealth, and planting your own food, eating what you're growing, using food as medicine. And that's what I'm doing over here. This is a batch. This is a failed batch also. In this box right here, these I made. It just wasn't tracing right. Either the lye was probably expired, but it's a new lye I bought, or the oil, but stuff wasn't working out. So this, not because you see perfection or whatever, we have failed batches, we have so it's just trial and error. Just keep at it. The more you make soap, the better you come at it. So just keep on going. And even, a lot of people probably don't show their failure, but I like to show failure in everything, because a lot of people do stuff and then, it fail, and you'll say, oh, but why so-and-so soap was so perfect? But we have had failed batches. So if you have a failed batch, don't worry. Just keep going. The next batch will be okay, will be perfect. So these are the activated charcoal soap, and I can't wait to try them on my skin, because I know it's gonna be great. But as always, see you on the next video. Keep doing it for you and your family. God bless.